The time has come for lions to tell I and I own story. Yes, you're listening to Lion's voice. I and I is Dejazmatch hailing from the island of St. Croix. Yeah, I'm bringing to you Rastafari vibes. Can you feel it? Rastafari. Babylon born when Rasta come together. Can you feel it? Rastafari, because Babylon done when I and I come together. Look how we live together, aya. Look how we work together, aya. Oh, Babylon done when Rasta come together. Hail I, Rastafari, His Majesty and Empress men blessed. Yeah man, hailing from St. Croix, Rastafari, I hear you.
Aye, aye,
Love, I.
aye, aye.
What do you have to tell the people about Ras Tafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering line of the tribe of Judah. I like himself. Where's rightful ruler? Hey yo! Hey, hail them high, hail the black king, born the 23rd of July. So tell them guy, who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your
I
night.
heard of that.
From ancient time, them a try. Them Romans, now them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them comes without them
Are
genocide.
you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill. The lion will come conquer Judah tribe.
Who?
Go through tribulation, I and I strive, see sufferation, I and I still rise. That's why we tell them, in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them, in a Toronto, straight to Italy.
Wow. So, I know historically a lot of brethren, or sorry, a lot of sistren come to the movement through a brethren, so the natural progression would be a brethren is dating a conscious sistren or they're courting a conscious sistren, and then over time she would adopt Rastafari liberty. So you're saying you came completely independent of a brethren and now you're trying to deal with a brethren, or was there a brethren in the picture that helped you along the journey that didn't work out?
So when I first learned about Rastafari, I was dealing with someone. Him and his
Okay.
father did teach me quite a bit. His father, being an elder, did quite teach me a lot. But it wasn't until after I dealt with him, maybe a year and a half to 2 years, that I was at that point of really being a Rastafari, because I already, dealing with him for so long, I knew how it went in terms of relationship with a woman who's not a Rasta dealing with a Rasta man. He's going to, I hate to say, groom her and try, not try, but, show her the light. I
Mhm.
was interested. At the same time, there was something in my heart that made it hard for me to grasp the true concept of being a Rasta woman. I don't know if it was part of my upbringing, being an independent woman, or just the fact that the Most High said that that wasn't for me. It wasn't for me to be that woman, to
Mhm.
become a Rasta woman for a Rasta man. And when we were done, I did more research, talked to more people, got more knowledge and reasonings. And that's when I was really comfortable, when I was by myself, when I was alone, when I was able to look at myself and be able to say, okay, I'm doing this for me and no one else, because if I do it for myself, nothing can break me. If I do it for a man, what happens if me and him don't work out? This is real life. What happens if me and him don't work out? He's the one that taught me. So that means all of my knowledge has been filtered from him. So if I don't have him, what am I going to do? True, I'm not saying that I can't gain knowledge outside of him. But if my knowledge was based on him, if the seed that I planted was in his garden, how can I have access to that garden if the garden is gone? I'd rather plant the seed in my own garden, water my own garden, let it flourish, harvest my own fruit, and do it again and again and again. It's more fruitful that way. So I
Mhm.
realized it was best for me to follow Rastafari by myself, no matter how hard it was. For all the sisters out there who are doing it the way that I did it, by yourself, not with the Rasta man, please have faith and don't give up, because it will be the most beautiful journey that you will ever endure. And it's the most fulfilling thing to say as a woman that you did this for yourself, because a lot of women will be afraid to do it by themselves.
Is that brethren still a Rastafari brethren?
True. I'm trying to watch what I say, because you know, I know.
Yeah, diplomacy. We're not here for controversy. We're here to have the reasoning. So definitely, I appreciate love the tact. But is that brethren? And the reason that I ask is because I'm gonna, push forward a little bit, because I don't see the problem with sistering, having that spark from our brethren if we're truly supposed to be one flesh, you know, because what I'm hearing from the eye is almost that independent street that, even if what you're saying is the right thing, I want to go out here by myself and get it for myself to come back. But that could be counterproductive if if we're trying to build together and I'm giving you the truth, but you have to go out there to go get it. You know what I mean? So how do I see that reasoning?
So, True Gift, thanks for asking that question, True. I love having hard conversations, which is one of the things people have a hard time with dealing with me, is I just like being raw, straight up to the point. But one of the reasons why it was easier for me to follow and hail His Imperial Majesty outside of that relationship was because he was slightly, I'll say, confused himself. Most of the knowledge that I did gain was from his father, because he was an elder. And it was unfortunate when me and him did split, because I didn't like that failure. I did want to succeed. At the same time, I was getting controversial and conflicting knowledge, because I was hearing one thing from the elder and then hearing one thing from him and hearing other things from other elders. So it was in my best interest to part ways and to do it that way. I do prefer, however, that I could have done it the natural, righteous way with a man. We build a tribe, yada yada, years later, children, blah 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 blah. But unfortunately, my climate doesn't lend me many.
Yes. Well, it's very important, because this is one of the things I talk about on my channel for brethren to be ready, to have a plan before you engage with the Empress and a clear vision, because one of the things I say is that women crave security, and when you're not firm in what you want to do, you give off that vibration of insecurity, and women, that's like kryptonite to a woman. They cannot tolerate being around someone, a shaky brethren. You know what I mean? You have to be firm.
No, sir.
Yeah. So talk to us about what have been some of the challenges since the time of that split, in terms of brethren that you're seeing out there.
Oh, the biggest challenge, I'll say, is I'll just take from my past current situation, is the fact that it's hard for a virtuous woman to be there for a man, be strong, and him not take advantage of her or take her kindness for weakness. I hate to say that term, but it's been hard for me to be who I am and not also compete against women of the world. It's also seems to be a trend, at least for me, being who I am, having to alter my appearance so I can look more attractive, because although he says he wants a Rasta Empress, he's looking at this. I've actually had someone tell me that no matter who he's with, he'll look at women because that's what men do, and some other saying. But unfortunately, there are men out there who still believe that no matter what you have in front of you, you can have your cake and eat it too. So I realized that that's been a big obstacle, and my most recent obstacle is actually being that woman, being the woman who a man needs, being the woman who wants to take care of his children, regardless if they're hers or not, helping him fulfill his purpose, helping him with just everything, almost as his assistant. And some men can't really see that a woman is doing that from her heart and will take advantage of that.
She's like the flowers in my garden, and her heart has never hardened, and she give me loving in the morning. Babylon, you a go far without no warning. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could have be my children's mother, but no struggle, so we both could help each other. And then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could have be my children's mother, but no struggle, so we both could help each other. Started in the village, now we in the city. Journey where we have together, everybody see. Spent a little time out in captivity. Babylon, their plan was to destroy the family. Still I want you to bring a child for me. Maybe in the spring when birds are sing lovely, maybe we could plan to have a summer baby. I can be the man that you depend on. Put the pen to the paper, made a love song. Babylon, they separated us for so long, and the reason that they hated us was so wrong. Still the most High, he created us, we so strong. Then same Kushite and the Dogon. Love your melanin, won't follow for them program. Back home and me not go pass on you for no one. No one, that's my slogan. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could have be my children's mother, but no struggle, so we both could help each other. Then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could have be my children's mother, but no struggle, so we both could help each other. She's like the oxygen in my flame, loving where we have nobody can contain. Love so powerful, survive shackle and chain. Love it cross the ocean way before planes. Love survive them torture, rape and dear pain. When one escape, then the other get blame. That's why I never put no one above you. That's why I'm not ashamed to say I love you. That's why them dirty Babylon, they judge you. Feel the power when I kiss and when I hug you. Hold you for hours when I think about how they grudge you. I'm a lion, so I never gonna bug you.